On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we drive the new Audi RS5. What is going on, guys? I'm WatchJRGo, and today I'm here with Lamborghini. Everybody keeps asking for another vlog with her in it, and I have been just working hard for so long. I wanted to relax and drive a car that works instead of one I have to fix before it works. So today we have this 2018 Audi RS5 from Walser Audi here in Wichita. They hooked it up. You know that they take care of us on everything Audi. So go check them out if you're looking for an Audi. And this is a pretty cool loaner car. This Autobahn beast is finished in a beautiful Nardo gray. It's got the Shadowline trim, which actually really helps. It kind of lowers the whole car a little bit. Visually, that is. You get black trim. You've got the glass sunroof up there that just gives it a nice looking low stance. It looks like a very, very small car, honestly. It looks a lot smaller than you'd imagine, and if you take this out on the town, it's more low-key than anything else. It's got a twin-turbo V6. It makes 444 horsepower. We're gonna get out there and drive it and enjoy it. I mean, that's quite a bit of horsepower out of a little bitty engine, and I wanna see what it's like. Do you guys think the trunk is power open? Ooh, I think that's actually spring loaded and not power. I don't see a button to shut it, so. Either way, that's one huge trunk. So the Audi RS5, the new monster with all-wheel drive and a boost gauge on the dash. The V8's gone, of course. I think that 4.2 FSI, the one that's in my R8, is just finished. I think Audi's done with that bad boy. So I'm sure it's in a few more things, but this engine is also in the Porsche Panamera. That's kind of an interesting fact. The Panamera 4S uses the same 2.9 twin-turbo V6, but with a different crank and different compression. Weirdly, it's faster in this car. Anything Audi with an R has to be fast, and this is not in sport mode. S dynamic, cool.
Where's it show the S at? Oh, up there. Yeah. I see.
Weirdly, like, dynamic isn't set up for sport or something like that. As always, Audi's saving the day with a button to shut off that screen, because we all hate when that screen's been on all night and you're out driving 3, 4 in the morning on a road trip, and all you want is to see the road, and that screen's always just searing your eyes. And Audi is doing really well with putting hard buttons on their screens. We've got all the usual Audi things in here, really well-designed flat bottom steering wheel, wrapped in perforated leather that feels wonderful. All the controls are where you want them and do what you expect them to do. Radios quick, easy, and exactly what you expect without thinking, which is nice. This transmission is the star of the show, though. That engine makes a lot of power, and we're really getting thrown around on these bumps. But the transmission is so smooth and so snappy. It
surprised me.
Yeah, and it's not a dual clutch. This is a traditional automatic with a torque converter. Nothing crazy. And it just snaps you back for the shifts just the way you want. It does everything that you want. And if you take it out of dynamic and sport, it's so chill and so quiet. When we're driving through those neighborhoods, we put it in comfort so we could shut the exhaust up because it's got a valved exhaust and all that good stuff. It gets really quiet and the shifts soften way down, and you wouldn't think you were in the race car that this kind of is. It is unbelievably fast. So now we're in dynamic and sport. Pull out here. What is this, a 18 roll? Oh, it's so fast for what it is. These like gasoline cars are starting to near on those Tesla figures that we've all been kind of spoiled by in the P100D and things like that. You know, the Tesla ruins cars for you but it's funny that with some personality, a slower car feels a lot more fun.
The shifts kind of felt like that because you almost don't feel them. It's just like power.
These are snappy shifts. Push us through them like it was a dual clutch too. We're gonna have to find a highway for this car, and then we can go enjoy it a little more. Okay, I got the gauge cluster swapped from the normal kind of street view there to the more race-oriented view, and now we'll just do this. Wow! Just crossed the border into Mexico. This car feels great. It's unbelievably good. This is like, oh man, if you wanted the perfect daily driver, it's either an 03 Honda Civic or this. You know I'm obsessed with those 03 Honda Civics. But
they don't do this though.
At the same time, it may pay you back in smiles. I do think it might pay you back in smile factor here. Let's just change lanes real quick and just let the computer do all the work. Ooh-wee, it's quick. The suspension and dynamic is really throwing us around because it decided that we needed like really firm suspension. And like the car is really bouncy right now, but if I switch back to comfort, I bet it's really chill. That was also a really bouncy section of road there.
This road's always kind of...
Yeah. You can see us kind of bouncing up and down. Let's go back to comfort and watch it just... The exhaust disappears. The car instantly just flattens out. All the damping returns. That's really good. But it's nice, smooth transitions onto the bridges. I guess I should go the speed limit. I'm going a little slow, but...
That's new.
That's probably Border Patrol. Honestly, it's the passing people on the highway that I think you'd be the happiest with owning one of these. So we're going the speed limit here, 60, a little below 60 mile an hour, right? I'm gonna give it, what is that, half, probably less than half throttle. The boost gauge springs to life, and then here comes the shift, and it just gives you that, it's perfect. Okay. That's confidence inspiring. The feedback is incredible.
I'm kind of dizzy after that.
What a car. That's one of my best runs up that little ramp ever. I love it. And I'm not like just babying it around. And it's just all the feedback that you want. What a fun car. I hate when my only feedback is, wow, this car's really good, but it's kind of perfect to drive. Cars in 2019 have gotten so good that your feedback is almost always, wow, that's good. You have to be really nitpicky to not like these cars. Things like the LC500, this RS5, the new R8. The new R8 is just like this, honestly. Except this actually feels smaller and maybe more confidence inspiring. It's kind of strange. The backup camera is HD. It's not bad. Kind of enjoy that. It's got LTE connectivity there. Nice. All right, let's let this launch control do its magic. So 1 foot on the brake, full throttle. What a monster!
That was a good one.
Yeah, that thing's sweet. So the important part, the part that you live with every day, we're just gonna set this to comfort. Drive slick, comfort, you hear the exhaust just disappear, and the road should just disappear. And let's put the view back on the big one and change it to what it needs to be, which is the navigation or the music. Oh, there's Google Maps. Perfect. We've got the nice big Google Map view there, and we can put the media over here where it belongs, and everything's perfect in the world. Look at that. FM radio. Is that a TBSS?
Oh, I guess it is.
They also got rid of the dynamic steering or whatever the old one had, and this has fixed ratio steering, and it feels great. It does exactly what I want. This is right where you want to go. You don't have to think about it. It hands you the seat belts as well, just like the old M3. The seats are beautiful. Well, what do you think so far?
It's really smooth. I'm kind of like, I'm not used to driving turbo cars. I'm just used to V8s.
Right.
So like sometimes like the I don't know, the power comes from a different place and it kind of freaks me out.
Yeah, but this doesn't really have any lag. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make the noise, and so I'm used to having like the noise that tells me where my power is.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Some kind of feedback before it's just like, oh, hi. This thing just comes alive. No cooled seats in the R. Beautiful interior. 2 USB ports. One's hiding back here, which is kind of cool. Aux, so that's all the important stuff livability-wise. I almost wish it had wireless charging. I'm so used to these things having wireless charging now.
I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have that or cooled seats.
Yeah.
Like for the price.
I mean, I get that you have to de-option the race car a little bit, but no problem going on a big long road trip with this. You just need to lean the seats back a little bit because they're definitely, whoever was driving it before, liked sitting up a little too much. I really like the continuous vent too across the dash. That's a super nice look. I didn't realize they had 2 of these. One has 0 miles and this one has 16,000 miles. This one's pre-owned, 1-year-old. All right, we're gonna put this with the TTS. Unfortunately, this one goes back to Audi. So, that is it for today, guys. There's your Lamborghini. This was a nice break from working on cars. It's really windy outside. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Amber is still looking for a daily driver, though. This is kind of the car shopping with Lamborghini series.
This is like my never-ending looking for a daily.
We only pick impractical cars.